Good morning, guys. It's great to be able to speak to you. I just wanted to, before begin speaking, I'm speaking about Yom Yerushalim. I just want to say a point about in history, call it our history. 1966, my wife and I and our son Yona are making our first family trip to Eretz Yisrael. It's 1966, the year before 67. And we get to the Yimka, the YMCA. You go up to the top floor. That's the only place from there that you could see the old city, and hopefully you think you see the Kotel. Understand what has happened in those 51 years, how life has changed. You know, just a short while ago, we celebrated Mother's Day. I'm not sure what it is today, but I'm trying to remember Mother's Day in my youth. And my mother would say to us, what do you mean? Mother's Day is supposed to be every day. Every day you're supposed to honor and love your mother, feel gratitude. You say, fine, Ma. But you say, but don't forget, on Mother's Day, you got to send me those flowers or candy or a card. Same pattern is Chag HaShavuot, Man Matan Toratenu. Of course, you say up Shavuos night and you learn the entire night, which is going to be next week. But Talmud Torah is a mitzvah ongoing. The same concept is with Yom Yerushalayim. Yom Yerushalayim, we dance, we sing, we parade, we go to the Kotel, we tour the old city. Baruch Hashem, after 2,000 years, the Kotel, the old city, is back in our own bosom. But the concept is you pray for it each and every day. It has to be an ongoing feeling. Because we must feel magnetic, that pull, each and every day, each and every one of the 365 days, not just on Yom Yerushalayim itself. Today is Sunday. Yesterday we read two parshiot, Bahar B'Chukotai, and Bahar is the famous Manyan Shemitah, Linyan Har Sinai. Why the parshas talk about Har Sinai and goes on straight to talk about Shemitah and then Yovel. So it's Machloket Rashi and the Ramban exactly when was and what details were given. There's a detailed Abarbanel. There's a Sefarno that says an interesting thing, that Moshe Rabbeinu assumed that immediately we'll be going to Eretz Yisrael. So you have to study already the laws of Shemitah and Yovel. But almost right away was the Egel. And once the Egel is, 40 years you guys, or the Meraglim, 40 years you guys are going to be spending in the Midbar. So let up on studying Shemitah, Yovel, Mitzvot Hatluyot Ba'aretz. That's not going to be for another 40 years. And who knows how many of these guys, how many of the population are going to be arriving in Eretz Yisrael. So I think the message is a very interesting message. The message is, even though it's going to be 40 years, 39, 38, 37, it's going to be many years before you're going to arrive in Eretz Yisrael and be able to observe Shemitah and Yovel. I want you to dream about it, aspire for it, learn the halachot each and every day. It's become a movement in the last number of years, especially in kollels, that they study Kochim. Kochim? Because I'm praying. I want the Beit HaMikdash to be built. B'mheira b'yameinu. We learn Yerushalmi. The many places during Daf Yomi on the Yerushalmi. Why? Because Yerushalmi is jam-packed with mitzvot hatluyot haaretz, which we don't have in the Bavli. And that's what the Ramban really says in Devarim when he talks about all the mitzvot. That the mitzvot are there put together to observe. The main thing is to observe them in Eretz Yisrael. Talis and tefillin, every one of the mitzvot. And why were they given in Chutz La'aretz, says the Ramban? Is to aspire to be able to get to Eretz Yisrael to observe the mitzvot there. So Yom Yerushalayim, not just on its day itself, for sure on its day, when we dance and sing and have a Suda, but Yom Yerushalayim each and every day should be a yearning, a love, an ongoing desire to return to Yerushalayim. And that is, therefore, in our striving for that, we say, Yerushalayim ircha b'rachamim toshuv v'tishkom b'tocha k'sher dibarta. That Amius Hashem, guys, with your family, you should all be able to return to Yerushalayim b'binyan Beit HaMikdash b'biat Mashiach Tzidkenu. Amen. Great talking to you guys. Bye.